Where does somebody find 150 million? Where? Eh? Is that his money? That is money that belongs to the county. Is that correct or not correct? Yes. Let me ask you, members of parliament who are seated here. Do you, for example, know, do you, for example, know that a few members of your committee collected 10 million shillings so that you could pass that law on anti-money laundering? Did you get the money? So, going forward, si tunataka tukubaliane, si we are one team. Yes, there are people who are destroying the credibility of parliament. And they are collecting money in the name of parliament. And some of the time, or most of the time, that money never gets to parliament, it gets to a few people. We are not going to shame them. We are going to arrest them. Yes. Do we agree? Do we agree? Yes, whoever is giving and whoever is being given and whoever is doing whatever it is, we sort them out. Because the reality, friends, the reality is that there is a problem. And we all know here, tukitaka tukusema ukweli, there is a problem. And unless we sort it out, we are going to...
This House has powers under this Constitution to impeach those in the executive, and those in the executive can do nothing to remove you from this House. Absolutely nothing. Because that is how we crafted our Constitution, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I have listened to many of the contributions, and let me take particular interest to what the Honorable Tienda Omolo said. That we have a Powers and Privileges Committee in this House, Honorable Speaker.
We have all the powers, Mr. Speaker, and you know the executive cannot operate without parliament. They can go and say whatever they want to say outside there, but everything they will do must go through this House. Mr. Speaker, if there are allegations of corruption on anyone among us, everybody will carry his own cross. So there is no need of condemning the whole House as a group, Mr. Speaker. With those few members, Mr. Speaker, I want to say, members, don't be annoyed. We will deal with these people perpendicularly. We know how to deal with them. Just keep quiet.
Majority Leader.
Then three things follow. One, that either the president or someone in his office knows who gave the bribe. Two, the president or someone in his office knows who received that bribe. And three, they know why it was given, because obviously it could not have been for passage. It's even more annoying that it is alleged that some 10 million was given. Do you know 10 million to give the members, that's 28,000. So it's being alleged that members of this House are cheap as 28,000 to pass a law. It's even more annoying. Mr. Speaker, some of us have reputations and careers beyond this House. So when you attend a forum where for the first time in a PG, live TV has been invited, and then you are being accused of that kind of thing, it is so insulting, it is so demeaning, it is so unfortunate. Mr. Speaker, I want to say this, that even if there was such a supposition by the president, Standing Order 42 gives him the opportunity to write to you a special message, which then you can table and we can inquire into it, not to be paraded and demeaning as if we are criminals.
Say anything. You have the majority leader, the minority leader, they don't say anything. By now I expected Honorable Chair to have a statement from Honorable Mazayo and Honorable Cheriot defending the institution and putting the record straight. Our Speaker, he's nowhere to be seen. And even you, Chair, I want to challenge you, and the Senator for Kituya said, Chair, if you don't defend this committee, because this committee was specifically singled out, they say we are the rent seekers in the Senate. Chair, if you don't defend us today, we are willing to move a motion of your removal. Today. Because we cannot continue like this. If somebody has any evidence, let them present it. I don't think, Chair, we have ever sent you to get money from anybody. We don't send our chairs there. In this committee, there's no welfare, there's no member for welfare here, as far as I know. So, Chairman, you just know that you, as a leader of this committee, have a responsibility to defend this committee. We can't do it on our own and individually. I'm putting the leadership of the Senate on notice. The Speaker must defend his institution. He is the head of the House. Our leadership, the majority and minority leader, they should not go to those meetings to just make jokes about welfare. They should defend the institution and call out the hypocrites who are pointing fingers at Parliament, and yet we know they are the originators of corruption in this country. I thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. I know you made very strong remarks, but we must also reflect that we've got the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, which governs how unethical conduct is dealt with in Parliament. And maybe the other speakers can address themselves to that, because if there are allegations of misconduct on the part of Parliament, it is the Speaker who chairs the relevant committees who should then call for evidence so that we can go through the processes of determining whether members are engaging in unethical conduct. So all those are instruments that are already available to us in law that we must exhaust before Sifuna moves the motion of impeachment against the Speaker. Who goes next? Vice Chair.
To really agree how.
I want to speak to, should I one day be unfortunate to be the president, because it's not a happy occasion to be president, but should I be unhappy to be president of this republic? One thing I cannot take for granted, if I got that opportunity, is the support of Parliament. If you are a president, do not take for granted the support of Parliament. If in doubt, ask Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Mr. Speaker, finally, on corruption, there is demand and there is supply side. We have had, and we keep hearing a lot on supposed or alleged demand. As a governance expert, tell us the supply side. If you are serious about dealing with corruption that is bedeviling this country, let us look at demand and the supply side. And as a Christian, Mr. Speaker, I want to remind us that I was taught a song. Kila mtu atauchukua mzigo wake mwenyewe, na kila mtu atapewa habari zake mwenyewe mbele za Mungu, siku hiyo itakuja. Individual responsibility.
Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, that now that attacks are coming from all over, I want to inform him, Honorable Speaker, that he should not take the invitation to also join the bandwagon that attacks this House. Because this House, if somebody claims that they brought money to a certain committee or to a particular chair, then especially on a bill that is actually sponsored by the AG from government, then that person should actually be arrested the more, because he is the one picking money from some public side and then to try and bribe the members of Parliament, Honorable Speaker. Because this House, Honorable Speaker, has been under attack from every corner. And it should actually not be happening. Today, as we are speaking, Honorable Speaker, people are already complaining about KERA. They want the KERA funds to be reverted to the counties. They want NGCDF to go. But, Honorable Speaker, you will need a microscope to see what governors or county governments are doing, Honorable Speaker, because there is nothing that is being done, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, to take you back to the events of 2024, these members of Parliament were nearly killed in this House as they defended democracy and the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, after that, there were some allegations that money had changed hands. I think there was a figure of 2 million that time. And members, some of them even lost their property. Their houses were burnt. Others lost livestock and other things. So, Mr. Speaker, an allegation of bribery against a member, especially the figures that are being touted, even makes it, we feel endangered as you walk the streets. People, first of all, imagine you are some 10 million or some 150 million, and others possibly think you are the worst enemy of the people. Mr. Speaker, you know we have been called MPs. We have been called all manner of names. So as I conclude, Mr. Speaker,
I want to urge you, as the leader of this House, to do whatever it can, Mr. Speaker, to defend the integrity of this House. And Mr. Speaker, we must first of all, and if you allow me, since I had a substantive motion, Mr. Speaker, add me only 2 minutes so that I finish. Mr. Speaker, it is important that you lead us to restore the dignity of this House. And there are certain things that we must stop doing. First of all, we have what I would call an unholy dalliance with the executive. Mr. Speaker, this House has to stop being a choir for the executive. Mr. Speaker, this week we have also seen a lot of attack on CDF and an attack on Constituency Roads Fund by the same executive whom we have helped here with very difficult decisions. And now, I think, Mr. Speaker, the chickens have come to roost. Mr. Speaker, I invite the members of the executive to read Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 to 5. We know corruption is a big issue in this country, but the Bible reminds us, while look at the speck of sawdust in your neighbor, while you yourself, you have a log inside your eye. Mr. Speaker, as I finish, it appears some people are falling, but we will not allow them to fall with the whole House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let me ask you, members of parliament who are seated here. Do you, for example, know, do you, for example, know that a few members of your committee collected 10 million shillings so that you could pass that law on anti-money laundering? Did you get the money? No. So, going forward, si tunataka tukubaliane, si we are one team. Yes, there are people who are destroying the credibility of Parliament, and they are collecting money in the name of Parliament. And some of the time, or most of the time, that money never gets to Parliament, it gets to a few people. We are not going to shame them.
This president gave us a finance bill. That was very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president gave us a housing levy. Very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president has asked us to pass SHA. We sat here until 10 p.m. Passed it for him. If you're the president, you know those who are stealing. Why don't you arrest them? Why do you come to tell us? What do I have to do with it? You are the president. You are saying you want to fight corruption. And you know those who are stealing. What are you waiting for? Is it our business?